Namaskar friends, welcome to Electronics Technology YouTube channel. Topic of Defense Technology News is UK deploys QinetiQ additive manufacturing at HMNB Clyde to speed Royal Navy submarine maintenance and support AUKUS standards. The UK Submarine Delivery Group is using advanced and additive manufacturing to improve Royal Navy submarine availability. Their work, supported by QinetiQ, industry and the Royal Navy, is intended to reduce reliance on traditional supply chains and build an enduring UK additive manufacturing capability across submarine programs. QinetiQ's additive manufacturing expertise will support rapid submarine maintenance through a new on-site facility at HM Naval Base Clyde. Delivered through 2 contracts with the Submarine Delivery Group's additive manufacturing team, the capability is designed to manufacture submarine components to order and deliver them dockside at pace. The facility includes the additive manufacturing all-in-one solution, described by QinetiQ as a UK sovereign point-of-need capability, and the market access cell. Together, they will allow QinetiQ and Royal Navy submariners to manufacture components on site when parts are unavailable or supply chain lead times are too long. Advanced manufacturing uses technologies such as automation, artificial intelligence and additive manufacturing to improve productivity, precision and sustainability. Additive manufacturing, commonly known as 3D printing, builds components layer by layer from a digital file and can produce complex parts quickly with less waste. In the submarine context, subject to legal, safety and quality requirements, this can include using handheld scanners to create precise digital replicas of existing components. Those digital files can then be used to print or manufacture replacements, including stainless steel parts and bespoke components for legacy systems. The additive manufacturing team was established in February 2024 within the Submarine Delivery Group's Platform Equipment Delivery Team. Championed by Sir Chris Gardner KBE, Director General SDG, the team is tasked with improving submarine availability, capability and delivery across in-service submarines and submarine build programs. The market access cell manages demand signals from ship staff and joint planning teams when components are unavailable or delivery timelines are too long. When a request is received, the team works with QinetiQ, the SDG Design Authority and other in-service teams to identify the best manufacturing solution and return the component to the submarine as quickly as possible. More complex parts will be reverse-engineered by QinetiQ and manufactured through an accredited network of UK-based additive and advanced manufacturing small and medium-sized enterprises. QinetiQ said the network draws on expertise from demanding engineering sectors, including Formula One. Shipping containers have arrived at HM Naval Base Clyde to provide metal printing, scanning equipment and dedicated engineering workspace. 2 of the containers were custom designed by QinetiQ based on the requirements of the Platform Equipment Delivery Team. QinetiQ will operate the containers at Farslane with support from Royal Navy submariners. Ship staff are also receiving training to use the capability directly. In March this year, QinetiQ supported a routine maintenance period for HMS Anson during a visit to Perth, Australia. The company rapidly designed the required critical components and delivered replacements in 4 weeks, significantly faster than normal supply chain lead times. Will Blamey, Chief Executive, UK Defence, QinetiQ, said the new HM Naval Base Clyde capability would support faster submarine maintenance at the point of need. Our proven expertise in additive manufacturing combined with the latest technology being installed at HM Naval Base Clyde will see us print, scan and reverse engineer submarine parts on demand, at pace and at dockside, helping to get submarines back on operations more quickly. Max, a commander in the Royal Navy and SDG additive manufacturing lead, said the capability would support operational readiness by helping return submarines to service faster. By enabling engineers to produce components on site, we are reducing dependence on complex supply chains and accelerating repair timelines, ultimately improving the submarine's material state and availability. The deployable workshops and wider additive manufacturing program will support the Submarine Maintenance Recovery Plan launched by the First Sea Lord in January 2026. By bringing manufacturing capability closer to the front line, the program is intended to support a more agile and responsive maintenance model. First Sea Lord, General Sir Gwyn Jenkins, said, The arrival of these deployable workshops marks a step forward in delivering the submarine maintenance recovery plan. This new technology has the potential to change how we maintain our submarines, cutting time alongside and increasing availability. It represents the real, tangible progress the Royal Navy is making to strengthen the underwater fleet. The Ministry of Defence said the capability is intended to improve the submarine material state and reduce time alongside. Paul Duff, Associate Materials Scientist, QinetiQ, said the facility would demonstrate how additive manufacturing can support routine submarine maintenance. Working in the additive manufacturing all-in-one facility alongside Royal Navy personnel will provide us with an incredible opportunity to show how additive manufacturing can transform routine submarine maintenance. It's been very rewarding to see the facility come together in Farnborough, and even more exciting to see it now deployed at HMNB Clyde. The facility forms part of a broader effort to embed additive manufacturing into submarine support. Additive manufacturing is also a key enabler of the AUKUS submarine partnership. The Submarine Delivery Group is working with US and Australian submarine industrial bases to develop common material standards and requirements so allied nations can share advanced manufacturing equipment and recognize qualified components. The UK Ministry of Defence said this was demonstrated during the UK submarine maintenance period at HMAS Stirling in Australia in early 2026. QinetiQ UK and QinetiQ Australia worked with Australian supply chain partners to produce additively manufactured parts that were approved for use on HMS Anson. A trilateral advanced manufacturing landscape review is underway across the UK, US and Australia. The review will map existing capabilities, identify gaps and inform shared defence standards covering material requirements, including future qualification of higher-risk components such as valves. The long-term ambition is for additive and advanced manufacturing to become business as usual across submarine build, in-service and disposal programs. Future work includes qualifying higher-risk components, improving digital component designs, recycling additive materials from decommissioned submarines and embedding additive manufacturing skills into training at the Royal Navy Submarine Training Centre at HMNB Clyde. Max said, "Additive manufacturing is not a silver bullet, and it does not replace traditional supply chain methods. But it is absolutely about supplementing and augmenting current manufacturing to support submarine maintenance. It's just another option that chief engineers and duty holders have when considering solutions, and one that will only become more capable over time." The program reflects a wider effort to improve submarine support by combining frontline engineering, sovereign manufacturing capacity and faster access to replacement parts. Please subscribe, share, like and press bell icon for getting notifications of Electronics Technology YouTube channel, and for searching my YouTube channel please write @ Electronics Technology 50.